Hello, everybody. Lady Ada, what is this?
Hello, and welcome to a fabulous show and tell. I've got my unicorn hat on, and so does everybody else.
Yeah, did you know that the show and tell is a unicorn company now?
Now the show and
It's
tell
a $1 billion valuation for the show and tell.
Okay.
That's what everyone out there, I think they're worth more.
Yeah, and also this is super silent. Covers my roots a little bit. Exciting and super chill show and tell. This is where you guys show off your projects, your old flashlights, your Radio Shack memorabilia, your hacker spaces, maker spaces, soft robots, synthesizers, and whoever else shows up.
Yeah.
So let's get started with Tony D. Everyone else just mute your mics. You guys do this thing.
Hey, yeah, good. So real quick, I've got a couple things I'll show. So one is a new thrift store find. So this is an old flashlight I found, and it's from the 30s, I think. It's a Home Art brand, and it's just an old kind of, old like screw-in bulb style. But it was pretty neat to find this, and it's amazing. It's like 80 years old, and I'd like to maybe retrofit it, put like a 1-watt LED inside of it so that it's nice and bright and modern. But the other thing I wanted to show was something fun I was working on this week with this little guy here. So this is the Amazon Dash, which is...
Don't press that because it's going to ruin your diet.
yeah. Well, so this one I've actually deactivated. So it's a button that Amazon sells, and when I press it, it's trying to connect to my Wi-Fi network, and it's flashing red because I've deactivated it. But the idea is you buy this, and it's really cheap. It's like $5 for this little thing. You use a little smartphone app to get it onto your network, your Wi-Fi network. You put it somewhere, and then when you press the button, it'll order whatever product. So this one's macaroni and cheese, but they sell things for like, toilet paper and stuff like that. But the cool thing is there's some folks that have opened these up and figured out what's inside of here. So it's just a little STM32 ARM Cortex-M3 microprocessor, and I've spent a little bit of time to hack it apart and be able to run my own code on it. So let me switch over to the camera here.
I heard to do the password, it does the microphone thing where it reads it in from.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Right, so it's got two ways to do it. With the Android app that I used, it actually makes a little wireless access point on the dash because it's got a Wi-Fi chip on there, and then it connects to it. But on iOS, and I think even like just a normal web browser, it'll generate like a little high-frequency sound, and then it has a microphone on here that listens to it and sends, almost like an old-school modem.
So you've decided, well, this is a great little microcontroller platform. Time to see if I can run code.
Right, partly for the fun of it, but also it's just an interesting exercise in learning a little bit about bare metal, ARM CPU development, and just how to run things. Going beyond Arduino basically, where you don't have a nice little dev board here. So I basically got this is a dash that I've taken apart, and it's pretty easy. They glue it together, but it comes apart, and inside of it is the little dashboard here, and it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's just a tiny little circuit board. Now it's got a Broadcom Wi-Fi chip on here, and then a little STM32 microprocessor. And the Wi-Fi part I haven't really gotten working yet, but maybe in the future we'll figure out how to connect it to that. But you can see here that this is a dash, and I've got all the little wires going off of it. So they've actually done a pretty good job. They don't make it easy, but they don't really make it difficult to program it yourself. So there's some little test pads that you can just solder wires onto and access a single wire debug output. So if you've got one of these little guys here, this is the ST-Link programmer, which is a real cheap little ARM STM32 programmer that's like maybe $12 or so. You can hook this up to your computer and basically program it using OpenOCD or certain tools to write your own code to it. So I've got a little example here. This is just flashing the LED. It has an RGB LED, so it's cycling through all the different colors here. And I'm working on a quick little guide just to show people, how to solder it up and then have some example code to run yourself. I figured out the button on there, how to use that. The LEDs, I've even figured out how to PWM them so you can dim them and change them to different colors. And I have a little UART coming out of here too, where I can send data from the dash and read it on my computer. So it's kind of cool. It's just a good way to learn how to use these little ARM processors, and kind of a fun thing to hack around with. So.
Okay. Yeah, what's neat is the chip that's used here is we figured out that it's actually the same as the example layout for the Wicked chipset, which is also the same as the Spark / particle photon. So it's actually kind of neat that eventually you could make code that works on the particle photon work on the dash.
Exactly.
It's like the exact same chip. It's the exact same processor, exact same Wi-Fi. We just have to figure out what their pinouts are, because they might have changed a couple pinouts to make the routing easier. So we just have to kind of figure out what those are. You got to trace them out with a multimeter.
Right. Yeah. So it's basically like little $5 Wicked dev board that's maybe a little more difficult to hook up to a debugger, but once you solder a few things onto there, it's ready to go. So cheap.
Hard to beat $5, and also it comes with an enclosure, right?
Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to hack it apart, but you could put it together. The only annoying thing is the one big pain, the way it's powered, so it has a little lithium-ion battery that comes on the back of it like this, and it's soldered on, or it's like welded on, so you basically have to cut the battery off and then power it yourself. But that's not too bad. You know, just snip it off and you're ready to go.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Tony.
All right. Fun demo.
Cool stuff.
Okay. Next up.
Aiden.
Aiden, how's it going?
Hey. Happy summer.
So I've been wanting to do show and tell for the past few weeks. I've had some projects, but some things kept coming up, and I wasn't able to make it. That's fine, anyways. So it just means I have a lot of projects.
Yeah.
Counts triple today.
Yeah.
One is this one, and basically, a while back, I showed off this little gripper that I built, and like was on the Adafruit blog and stuff, and so a lot of people saw it, and I had a lot of people say to me like, look, I don't have access to a 3D printer, or I don't want to have to mold silicone to make this awesome gripper thing. And I was thinking like, okay, maybe there's another way to do this. So using only parts I had around my house, I built another gripper.
Oh wow,
Awesome.
That's great. So what are the parts that you use for this?
Yeah, so the main body is a large plastic bucket. The body of the fingers is small plastic electrical tubing. The cord is just like paracord, and then you just assemble that all together, and you got this little.
That's cool.
It's like a Hulkbuster gripper. It's like your gigantic robot.
Yeah. So you got like the smaller original.
Large.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun project for like kids to build, and then like you lower it off the playground, and then you pick up something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool project.
Cool. Yeah, that was fun.
All right, is that everything?
Oh, wait, hello. You lost your mic.
You lost your mic. Something happened.
Oh, actually, am I back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have like a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing I built was a new type of soft robotic actuator. And what this one is it extends. Now, I've built extending ones before, but they weren't really linear. They would always like branch off in a different direction or something, but would still extend.
Yeah.
But I finally mastered it with this one. So let me just power it on real quick. So you can see slowly it's extending upwards. And yeah.
I like how, so it has ribs to keep it structured.
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is like a soft robotic hydraulic extender. I don't know. I want to describe it right.
Yeah. So I'm going to do some tests to see like how much it can like lift or whatnot. But yeah.
That's cool. All right, these are great projects. Thanks for coming by. I like these like double projects.
Thank you.
Left and right. Okay.
All right, and you still have some more summer left, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of time left. I have a lot of projects left.
Okay. Yeah, you have a full month, so you got plenty of time. Awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget, you get 2 stickers. One will definitely fit on the bucket. I think the other one will.
I could fit many on this.
Yeah, you can put both stickers in the bucket. All right, thanks, Aiden. Next up, Richard. Hey, hello.
Hey, guys. So, yeah, actually, it's good there's not too many people here because I do have a few projects I can show off here. So, first of all, I have finally had a chance to work with the Huzzah and got it working to do just the LED to turn on and off. I've had a guy who's interested in IoT stuff, and he's actually helping to write some curriculum now so we can actually start teaching IoT stuff with devices like the Huzzah. Because I want to keep everything open source, but also try and get some sort of generic protocol, so I don't have to have an app for my light, and an app for my switch, and an app for my thermostat and stuff. So we're going to be focusing on a lot of that kind of stuff to start teaching classes here at the Makerspace. And then, so that's the first project. The other one that I'm working on, this is something that I put off for a little while, and I've already started writing a Adafruit guide for it. But basically this is just running off of a trinket and drives the LEDs. Okay. All right. got hit with power or something. So it's just running the NeoPixels, but what makes this really cool, let me see if I can get the LEDs to show.
Yeah.
All right, so so I've added these. These are like mode and color selectors. So if I press and hold this one and then press, you'll see the LEDs change color. But now if I press this one and hold it and press the other one, it starts changing the pattern that it blinks at. So now I can have, it's something like 64 different options that you can do with those two buttons. And I really wanted to do this because every project that I do that's like wearable electronics, I always try and leave the USB so people can reprogram it, and I post all the code so people can do it, but no one ever wants to reprogram it.
Yeah, so you may as well put all the options in and just, cycle through.
So yeah, I figured this would be the easiest one because I brought out a lot of stuff and everyone says, oh man, that animation is so cool, but I really wish that it was purple, or I really wish that it was green. Yeah. And now they can change it. So I'm going to take this and actually I'm writing a learning guide with the program and the code and the circuitry for doing the buttons. And then I'm also going to try and develop a board that will actually have all this stuff, because I have a bunch of the AT Tiny 85s, even the surface mount ones, and hopefully come out with just a really tiny, inexpensive, like drop-in wearable LED thing that runs off of the NeoPixels and has the two buttons and maybe one feedback button or something.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. I'm sure people will like that, because I definitely see people using our default library code, which is okay, but, it's just rainbow. Maybe they want other designs.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've had trouble with, and I might just ask someone for some help, is I really wanted to use the interrupts for at least one of the buttons, but I know the interrupts seem to be a little difficult on the AT Tiny 85, or I just haven't really found good documentation on it. Yeah, the other thing I've kind of been working on really quick is doing the solar-powered power pack. I'm trying to do a workshop, hopefully before Burning Man, or people start leaving Seattle for Burning Man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I checked to see if the flexible panels I use are, if you guys are selling them anymore, and they're discontinued.
Yeah, the factory doesn't make them. It's so frustrating. I was like, no, I really like
Solar's
them.
kind of a drag right now. And then there's all sorts of things with the U.S. If you buy solar panels, how you buy them, where you buy them. If you're importing.
We have the great voltaic panels.
The voltaics are kind of the best right now.
They're really
but they're not
good,
flexible.
But they're not flexy.
Yeah, well, and I looked for other flexible ones, and they're like 3 or 4 times more expensive than those other ones. So I guess I got to just try and buy out everything else that is available.
I have none.
At individuals, you still have a good chance of getting what you want. For us, when we have to buy in the thousands, it's like, nope.
They're like, they don't have
them. Want it.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Richard. Thanks for your update. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Aiden and also Richard, you get, as seen on the show and tell stickers, just email support@adafruit.com. We're going to go to Andy, and then we're going to go out with C. Scott. Andy, how's it going? Welcome to the show and tell. Show us your project.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
So this is just my first project here. It's just a simple VU meter based on the LM3915 chip family, and I'm using it for my car stereo.
Cool.
And I'm gonna put a couple of them together and sell them for cheap on YouTube. And the inspiration to make it was because there's a company out west, and he makes VU meters and other controllers with this chipset, and he charges a whole bunch of money for them.
Yeah, you can do better than that.
I just decided to make my own cheaper one.
Yeah, a lot of projects. I think that like the Zox box was also part of that too. Like a lot of projects that we do or are interested in is like, wow, that's so expensive. There's like maybe a lower cost way to do it.
And my second project here is the headliner project for the car. I don't know if you can see that, but
oh yeah.
It's all quilted Alcantara suede, and I asked Becky Stern a couple of questions on YouTube, and she talked about it in the show and tell. the Wearable Wednesday stuff.
Yeah.
So I got some EL wire. What I'm trying to do is stitch it onto each of the zigzags on the quilt thing here.
Oh, that would be
I have a
cool.
lot of trouble sewing it. So I
Yeah,
have to
especially
figure out some other way to attach it. And I was trying to go for red on the EL wire here, but it's a little bit orange. So.
Yeah, red's hard to do with EL. That's why you don't see like the dark,
the
deep reds.
natural color of EL is a light blue, and so all the other colors are just the light blue EL with a coating, and so like that's why you can't quite get a pure red because it's actually light blue, and they kind of have to filter out the blue, and it
pure
always
white is never really white.
It's not even really white. Anyways, but it looks cool. I think we'll even though it's orange.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just have to make this work then.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
Good work.
Andy.
When you're all finished, send us photos. I really like car projects. I think that's the next territory because you have all this space, you have power, and you can show it to everybody. So.
Yeah.
Your car definitely has room for us on the show and tell sticker. So anyone? I'll support it Adafruit. Okay, we got a couple of people here just joined. So we're going to try Ryan and VJ and then C. Scott. So Ryan and VJ, if you can keep it to look, there's Cat-Eye. If you can keep it to just a couple minutes each, we can still get to everyone. Hey Ryan. How's it going? Ryan's gone.
Hey Ryan.
Hello.
Hey. How's it
Hello. So, can you go? Okay. Okay, so, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, what's up?
Great.
Okay, so, my project that I'm presenting today.
Okay, it looks like a little musical synthesizer.
Okay. Okay, so my project that I'm making today is, yeah, I have my webcam in my hand right now.
Yeah,
No, that's
okay.
cool. You just point it down and talk.
Point it down and talk. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I made a little musical synthesizer kit using a 555. It's powered off a 9-volt battery, and I'm going to sell it on Tindy.
Cool.
Which
And
is inspired by Hackaday today.
oh dang, my thing is glitching out. Hold on.
Everything's coming in pretty good, Ryan. We can see and hear everything.
Okay, so my project that I'm making today. Okay, that was the problem. I had another window open. All right, so my little project is a musical synthesizer. We already covered that. And, I'm eventually going to sell it on Tindy.
Yep.
I used Lady Ada, your wonderful kit guide, to make it, and your Eagle library as well.
Yay.
I ordered all the parts from Octopart, and I ordered my prototype boards from Oshpark.
Yeah, it's purple.
I'm thinking about ordering the regular boards from like Seed Studio, and also I'm going with a CMOS 555 so that I can use 2 AA's instead of a 9-volt.
Smart.
But I'm gonna turn it on so that you guys can hear it.
Yeah. Bleep it up.
I'm gonna put the camera down here so I can show you the pitch adjust knob because I need 2 hands to do it.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then it has a volume knob too. So
Cool.
You should
eventually, I'm going to sell it on Tindy. It's all open source, and I need to update the plans on GitHub. But this is my first project for show and tell, and I figured it would be a pretty good project.
Excellent.
It's
well,
awesome.
on your Tindy story, you can put as seen on the show and tell. Don't forget to email support@adafruit.com, and we'll send you out a sticker. And when you're ready and you have the name of the product and everything that's on Tindy, send an email to support attention Phil. We'll do a shout out on the blog so maybe people buy it.
Attention who?
Phil. I'm Phil.
That's Phil.
Oh, Phil. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll blog about it, so maybe you'll sell them out instantly. And
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah, we're looking
Congrats.
forward to someone to do a kit company put us out of business.
Yeah,
You're the next generation. You got to do it.
Well, currently, I just started a new fancy engineering high school. It's like a magnet program.
Yeah.
And I showed it to my electrical engineering teacher, and he thinks it's a really good idea. So
It is a
An
good
excellent idea.
Yeah, this is the start of a kit company. You have a head start on us.
the other thing I added just for eventually I'm going to put all the instructions up on Instructables and how theory of operation stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cut out the LM7805 because I won't need that for the CMOS.
Yep.
and I put a power P-channel MOSFET in there to protect against reverse polarity.
Good.
All right.
So,
Yeah, drop us a note. Excellent work, Ryan. Good first project.
Awesome. Yeah, a lot of good. I like how you have all these good engineering reasons for all the stuff you're doing. I would love to see a write-up about this. I think it would be popular.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. Okay.
All right, VJ, keep it to a couple minutes, and
you have a plate.
Yeah.
Hey, VJ.
Yeah, your audio is not coming through. Oh, here you are. Okay.
Okay.
Do
I
your
can
thing.
figure it out. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What you got?
I just am showing you an update on my Motorized Lazy Susan. So wait, let me put this back. Okay. So I got a new turntable which is not center driven, so it's just a ring, a bearing ring, and then I put my servo like that. Oh, can you see that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. And then, so I'm powering it with the Arduino, moving it with the Arduino, and so this is working much better than my old one.
That looks
great. And I got the light meter working too, so I'm really stoked. This is way better than how it used to be.
It looks
so anyway,
smooth.
Just an update. And then one more thing is that I've been working on my bike for Burning Man, so I thought I'd show you because it's all this L wire, and I took these you know these file things?
Yeah.
I know them well.
Yeah. Well, I covered it with L wire. I strung L wire all over. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks like ribs of an animal or something.
Yeah. So I've got one goes on the back, like that. Sorry for the bad space here. Oh. And then this one's going to hang off the basket in the front, like that. If you can see that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, anyway, still working on it.
All right. Well,
Good.
you still have time. You can email support@adafruit.com, and the bike can get as seen on the show and tell sticker, and maybe people on the file say, I saw that. I know what that is.
That's a great idea. I will do that.
All right.
Okay,
excellent.
thanks, VJ.
Okay.
Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Hey guys.
You have a 555 shirt, so like Ryan, you got to get this shirt.
Yeah, it's a Dave Jones, the EV blog.
I actually put in an order for them.
He has one on order. Okay, what you got?
Okay.
Yeah, it just showed up. It's a rare moment because it's show and tell day on my actual birthday. So.
Happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday! Mine's on Sunday. Another August birthday.
Yeah, Leo's forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've got about 100 parts soldered on here. It's what I happen to have around before the big parts order is supposed to arrive tomorrow, and I can solder the remaining 600 surface mount pieces on here and test it before I take it to my shop. But while waiting on those parts, I can get the screen share to actually work here. Hello, mouse, where are you? Here you are. Let's see if this works. Here is the front panel. As you notice, it's got a bit of an irregular shape because it's meant to drop straight down on the board-mounted controls. This is another front panel express special that I export to HEB GL and re-import it as a single overlay. I'll have that made in time for there's a synthesizer convention here in Chicago called KnobCon. It happens in mid-September, and I want to have everything ready for that. So it's a stop the screen share here. But since Richard was talking about driving the NeoPixels, if you go on OshPark and find my shared projects, this one should be there if you want one. It's just a little ATmega 328 with 3 switches, 3 pots, and some stuff to interface an LCD, whatever you want. If you just wanted a little 5-volt powered pocket NeoPixel driver, I have a version 2. I haven't put it up there yet. It has like an Allegro Microsystems Hall effect current sensor in there, so I see how much power I'm actually pulling through the LEDs, and it works pretty well. But and one more note: whoever was working on the the VU meter, you want the 3916. That's an actual VU meter chip. That's the one that has the quadratic power function scaling. The 3915 is 3 dB log steps. That's more for equalization. And then I just went straight.
I switched it to that, to the 16.
Okay, yeah, that's your VU chip. And then, of course, the 14s if you just want to see the power output from your system.
Yeah, I might do another one just for voltage on that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great chip. I mean, that's what I was a kid when I started playing with that thing. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for me this week. I got parts coming in tomorrow and a weekend full of surface mount soldering. So.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for finishing up on time.
Yeah, and have a fantastic birthday.
Have a happy, blinky, triggery, threshold continuity, VCC reset birthday.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, C. Scott. Thank you, Andy.
Hey.
Thank you, Aiden.
Well,
one more thing really quick. So, one of my friends, Adam, he said that if I ever got on TV, to give him a shout out. So that's what I'm doing. Hi, Adam.
All right.
There you go.
This counts.
The debt's paid. Now you can ask him to do anything. I like your Linux poster in the background too.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's great. I'm running Arch.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Arch too.
Arch.
Adam and Arch. All right.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
We'll see everyone on
Gen 2
Ask an
for
Engineer.
Life. Like 3 minutes.
Zandra's. No, I don't know if anyone ever uses
Slackware 1.0.
Yeah. Okay. Free BSD.
Okay, I got
All
to
right. See everybody on Ask an Engineer in a minute.